Kaizer Chiefs Football Club advised not to sign Ranga but rather sign Mayele. Swallows FC respond to a player that is linked to Kaizer Chiefs, Greg. Orlando Pirates to loan out Morou all the way from Cameroon. The same Orlando Pirates to make a decision on Tsakgofata. Is he staying or leaving? That's exactly what we're about to discuss in this video, provided that you're interested. If you are interested, then please stick around. As you stick around, there's only one favor that I'm requesting from you guys, and that favor is that you subscribe, you like the video, and you comment in the comment section below. Why do you need to do all of these nice things? Well, you need to do all these nice things because doing it does help out a lot when it comes to the YouTube algorithm to promote and spread this video to as many people as possible. So definitely, good people, the power here is in your hands. Tsakgofata Mabasa. Tsakgofata. Hey man, why am I looking at Mabasa? Okay, but nevertheless, Tsakgofata, are you staying or not at Orlando Pirates? Because we also know for a fact that Sekhukhune United, they want to sign that player. This is what the CR sources have revealed. That no, Orlando Pirates seems to be contemplating on a decision to let go of the player. According to CR sources, Pirates will make a decision on Tsakgofata Mabasa's future. He won't be staying with Sekhukhune United. Initially, the club was keen to retain him, but then decided against that. Pirates have also not decided if he will be in the plans of the coach in the new season, as the team currently have a lot of strikers, says a source. So Orlando Pirates Football Club, we might see Tsakgofata Mabasa leaving Orlando Pirates. Now, moving right along from Tsakgofata Mabasa, we are still at Orlando Pirates. Now, Orlando Pirates signed a striker by Morou, and we were all happy about that. And we were busy clapping our hands, still waiting for the player to make an impact. We saw him being introduced in some of the few games, but yeah, there's nothing much that came out of that. Well, having said that, Orlando Pirates will be playing in the CAF Champions League. So if they will be playing in the CAF Champions League, definitely they need a player like that. So why would they let that player go? But yeah, according to CR sources as well, they revealed the following. They said that according to CR sources, okay, I think they feel that he hasn't lived up to the expectations. Remember, he was with the Cameroonian national team at the World Cup in Qatar, and a lot was expected from him. But it hasn't been like that in South Africa, says a source. They feel the other strikers he found at the team have done better than him, so they are looking at whether to loan him out or put him on a transfer list. That means they are thinking of releasing him permanently. Now, we don't know the Guti is to release this player permanently. Now we move from people being released permanently. We also know for a fact that there is a relationship, and that relationship seems to be flourishing between Kaizer Chiefs and Swallows FC. It is out of this relationship that we heard that Greg, this guy, and I'm going to give you his name now, Greg was gonna be joining the Kaizer Chiefs anytime soon from now. Well, we didn't hear that from many sources, but yeah, there were some people who said that Swallows FC to sell their player Greg to Kaizer Chiefs. Swallows FC chairman David Mahashra has responded to that and said, no guys, no. This is what he said. In fact, lest I quote him correctly, Greg Diamond is not going anywhere. We have not had any discussion with Kaizer Chiefs around the player, so he's not going anywhere. So the player is not going anywhere, and also he was not in the plans to be moved. He was not in the plans to be moving this season, because we also want to build a strong club. We can't keep on chopping and changing. That affects the stability of the club. So we want to make sure that we have the stability and continuity at the club. So Greg Diamond is not going anywhere. He's not going to Kaizer Chiefs. He's staying at Swallows for the following season. You have a plan. Every season we know which players we want to keep for continuity purposes. So we know which players will be allowed to go will be allowed to go to other clubs, and for what fee, right? So for us, Greg has been with us for a season. It's not the right time for him to be moving. We will be killing the player. So we'll still want the player to build his confidence and stay with the club. It's not the right time for him to move. I won't allow it. Usho uma khashwa. Yay! Yeah, when the man is very specific there, he says, nah. But yeah, there are quite a number of things that as well he names to say, number one, the player is just new in the club. Number two, there's no discussion from Kaizer Chiefs. So they that said that Kaizer Chiefs wanted to sign the player. I don't know where they got that, because according to David Mahashwa, no man, the Kaizer Chiefs have never had any discussion with them. So why are you saying whatever you say? No, don't say that. Don't. David Mahashwa. And also, I think it's also critical. He's been with them for just a season. So why will you just bring a player and he stay with you in a season, especially for a club like Swallows FC, a club that is not yet stable? So you want that stability in the club. You want that continuity in the club. So there can never be a continuity in the club if you just keep chopping and changing. I agree with him 110% in agreement with what the man said. Speaking about what the man said, Kaizer Chiefs have been advised to say, listen, do not sign Ranga Chivavero. Rather sign Mayele instead of him. Do not go for that player. It's not according to me. It's according to this former Kaizer Chiefs attacker, Ukanga Nzeza. They look at it, that will be a good one. Utige Mayele will be a good one. If Chiefs had asked me about Mayele, I would have told them but they didn't ask me. I knew about Mayele, but he's not the type of a player who will get you those goals, but a type of a player who will supply you with balls coming from the midfield. He needs somebody to advise him. He's rushing too much. That's why he complicates things. He is mobile and very powerful. I like that. Most strikers today, when they are heading the ball, they close their eyes. And how can a striker close his eyes when he's heading the ball? Now, right there, I like the fact that he mentioned, no, this guy is very good when he's coming from midfield. I think Kaizer Chiefs were advised. I remember telling you guys that there was a guy who was coming from the country or the league where Mayele was playing, and I remember I did that video and I said to you guys, that guy said, if Kaizer Chiefs wants to hire Mayele or wants to sign Mayele, they need to understand that he's a player that need a space, because he's got a pace. That's how he thrives better. I remember reading that advice. So what Nzeza is saying versus what Kaizer Chiefs were told, I think they were told the truth. So we all know. And I remember also watching some analysis, as the game was progressing this season. People who said it that no, Mayele is not a good player to use him as a striker. Rather, you need to use Mayele as a midfield, because as a winger and a midfielder, he's doing well because he's got a pacey, he's able to dribble past players. But again, this is the man that also told us that no, Kaizer Chiefs they don't need to sign Ranga Chivavero, rather Mayele. He then went on to say, he says, I know about Ranga, but still I will go for Mayele. He's a better player than Ranga. Honestly, Mayele is better than Ranga. That's what he said. But again, let me say this. I feel like a lot of people, if you're looking at the trends between Ranga and Mayele has been linked with Kaizer Chiefs long time ago, and people have never forgotten that. And I think as well what Mayele did was that he performed well even in the Confederations Cup. In his own league in Tanzania, he scored 17 goals, right? And then in the CAF Confederations Cup, I think he scored about 6 goals, right? Which made him a top goal scorer. So he did himself a favor. And then now that there's Nabi that is linked to Kaizer Chiefs, he's also trending to say, whoa, maybe it's gonna be easy for us to get Mayele. Because if you're listening to people are not buying the story of Ranga that much. People are buying the story of Mayele. So if Kaizer Chiefs are to sign a player that will please the fans at this moment, it is none other than Mayele. Mayele is a better option. Now, I've given you everything that I had in this video because I can't give you more, but I can't. Rather, let me give you these ones and then other ones I'll give you in the next video. So, for what I've just told you today, tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. You and I will see each other in the next video. But until that next video, good people, please take care.